Good morning, viewers, and welcome to the final edition of the Breakfast Show, where they come to you live from Liberty Online TV, where they stream on Facebook, YouTube, and also on our website, where they powered by Orange Sierra Leone. We will bring this edition of the Breakfast Show come to you this Friday morning. Mina Khadija Bangora.
And Mina Mabel Kaba, good morning. Today is Friday, the 22nd day of August, 2020. And inside this edition of the Breakfast Show today, if you can remember, after the 2023 elections, to now a lot of things don't happen, including the tripartite committee we've been sitting and make recommendations them, and because of the outcome of the election, we make plenty panditin with inside this tripartite recommendation, then we get for do with the ECSL, where a lot of reforms then we recommend say for be made na the ECSL ahead of any other election where the country go gets. We make in this edition of the program 3 years to the next elections, where they can't talk about the ECSL, how for correct the wrongs of 2023, working down to 2028, will be the next election after the controversies of 2023, where still they go on. Today, ECSL they can tell we how far they don't go on the reforms then, and also how they're ready for the 2028 elections. We will discuss all of that in this edition of the Breakfast Show.
Well, this and other story them then at the Breakfast Show for you this morning. As we tell you today, we can look at the Electoral Commission for Salone, when I then get the mandate for conduct all elections them where they happen at the country. But after the 2023 election, a lot of blame being there on the ECSL, especially where the All People's Congress up till now accepts the result where ECSL be announced. Then been go into a tripartite committee, outside they make recommendation them, and somebody recommendation them. Now for reform the ECSL for ensure say waiting be happen 2023 not happen again at future elections. Well, the tripartite committee don't do their work, they don't hand over the report to His Excellency the President, and they don't begin implement some part of the resolution there. The one major one where they go on right now in the country in resolution 78, where for talk about the systems of election where the country for use na the next election. CSO them, like new and other one them, they don't do nationwide consultation, they don't publish a report where them pull and waiting the people and talk, and civil society organization them like new as well. We get a network of civil society organization, they work around the election, they work closely with ECSL over the years for monitor election and ensure say the ECSL conducts free, fair and transparent election. So today we can look at how the ECSL long go about the reform there so, and how the civil society organizations have done the monitor for ensure say NEC uphold some of the things them we recommend inside the tripartite report. Well, for help we talk about the issue there in the studio, we get Albert Masakwe, we are the Director of External Relations for ECSL. Good morning, Mr. Masakwe.
Thank you for having me. Good morning.
And also from the civil society angle, as we all know, new, now they're famous for monitor elections. And for over a long time now, they know they work with the ECSL for ensure say they monitor, observe, for conduct free, fair and transparent election. We get the national coordinator for the National Elections Watch New, Reverend James Lahai. Good morning, Reverend.
Good morning, Liberty. And I hope you create liberty for this country.
Thank you, as always. All right, that's Reverend James Lahai. We go straight to Albert Masakor. It's been a while, we know from ECSL, from after we conduct the SAFUL elections. We get so many controversy, especially from the All People's Congress. We contest that particular elections day. Civil society organization like new, still they doubt the transparency of this election. And onto the tripartite, make plenty recommendation there. Firstly, post-elections, how ECSL don't they work?
Thank you very much. ECSL gets the mandate by law for conduct all public elections. And as you mentioned, post-2023, so many things they happen. For example, we don't conduct scores of paramount chieftaincy elections. Then I will tell you, say, we are still doing our job. We conduct paramount chieftaincy elections. And also, the issue of using the PR system, we are doing filling of vacancies. Since 2023, close to 16 vacancies where we don't fill. Only that we need to conduct by-elections, but we are filling these vacancies. And apart from that, internally, we get capacity development, but more specifically with regards to the implementation of the tripartite recommendations. This is key because over the years, since 2007, 2012, 2018, after elections, we can get what we call EOM recommendations, elections, observation, missions, recommendations. But for this cycle we don't pass 2023, it come in different form. Now the tripartite recommendation per se, where if you look some of the things within into the tripartite recommendation, then almost like resemble what happened like 2018, some of the EOM recommendations, we are in lessons learned. Waiting happen the previous electoral cycle, then how can you look at them for improve future elections. But this time around it is different because it is led by political parties, and as you mentioned, issues of controversies they around them, things and they. So whilst like in previous cycle, it is the Electoral Commission, stakeholders, we always sit them together and identify some of the key issues or lessons learned. But moving forward, this tripartite recommendation, the first thing is from the point of view of the Commission is not averse to it, meaning we accept them in good faith because it is trying to improve the electoral process moving forward. We can always say we'll conduct good elections, but it is always nice to conduct better elections. So anything where they come for say, look at this, look at that as a recommendation, it is good. So the Commission, we don't receive this report because we don't get series of engagements, and we are doing our internal. So far, so good. So many things the way we don't do because the recommendations, though it is for so many institutions, ECSL gets a chunk of some of their recommendations, but then they in different forms. You get some way now administrative, where internally it will happen. You might not see it. You get some way now on regulations and policies. When we interact with stakeholders, then go no. You get some when majority we get to do legal reforms, review of our laws. And even amongst that, you get the one we get constitutional provisions. We're in more big, then you got the other and we more or less now statutory provisions. Statutory now like the laws, like we say the Public Elections Act of 2022, it fall within that. But whether it is constitutional provision or statutory provision, meaning constitutional, if not the 1991 Constitution, and the provision we get for do with so many other things for refine them or for review them, or now the act, the statutory provision, all put together, it is only when those recommendations, they become law, then they will become active. So we are pushing towards that because we engage with so many other stakeholders, including the Office of the Attorney General, because any law, even if it is a recommendation, not to ECSL, they pass them into law. Through the Office of the Attorney General, they go to Parliament. The good thing is, the parties that were involved in the tripartite recommendation, then they back na Parliament. But it is only when you go to Parliament. The reason why most of the recommendations are then for go to Parliament. If they're not passed them in Parliament, they will still not become laws for make we work with them. But we are moving toward that. But as I say, the Commission is not averse to some of their recommendations. For example, the very first recommendation, we talk about consultation policy because consultation are a very big terminology, especially when it comes to elections. It seems everybody gets interpretation about waiting a consultation. They're not consulting, we are consulting this and that. So the recommendation say NEC forgets a consultation policy. There is already a draft where we don't put forward. Very soon we'll release that draft with stakeholders for make them even look at them. Why this is key? Because at every given stage in the electoral process, consultation is very, very vital. Whether for example, even like in the appointment of electoral commissioners, consultation they come inside by law. Then even the electoral phases, the various activities, whether we do registration, exhibition, the type of electoral system, everything is about consultation. So if that policy, if you're able to get a definition of waiting a consultation and waiting at the steps for to go about it with consultation, because there has been a lot of with regards consultation, you don't consult with and this and that. So that is one good thing. There is a draft way the Commission will get for bring out. We share with stakeholders. The next will make their inputs. When we get that one clear, a good number of the reviews or recommendations go work within that line there.
Solving the problem, Albert, one must understand the problem first before you're able find way for see how you go solve that problem. The way you begin talk, you accept, say the commission accept the recommendations from the tripartite committee. But notwithstanding the recommendations from the tripartite committee, internally in the ECSL, we all know the controversies around the 2023 elections, where up to now, the APC, for example, they contest their results they see. Then believe, say, up to this time, ECSL not able to produce authentic results from that elections. Internally in the ECSL, waiting at the inaccuracies them, where una don't fair not from that 2023 elections moving forward.
Well, in the first place, when you say the APC as a party, they contest the elections, elections results can only be contested by the court of law. So they have the right to contest the elections. But as far as the ECSL is concerned, if the matter been going to court, they will for no say the issue of the election results being contested. However, moving forward, as we don't see, we don't get a lot of issues we don't pass 2023, but the commission is forward-looking come 2020. That is the reason why, if you look at the tripartite recommendations, a catalog series of recommendations where we self don't read and we self make your own input to them. We say it's key. Internally as a commission, of course, every institution, you get your advantages or you get your disadvantages, you get your flaws. What we will learn from the lessons, because immediately after the 2023 elections, the commission gets we review. We only review as a commission. We are in from commissioners down to drivers, cleaners. We all go and talk about what worked well, what did not work well. We look at all of them things today. Internally, a lot of reviews they go on. For example, the issue of like how they conduct elections, how would they deploy some of the electoral materials, these are internal things, but more they are administrative. Administrative in a sense, we can be able to fix them. But engaging with our stakeholders, we look at the laws vis-a-vis how they conduct the elections. But internally, even if we get problems, they may be administrative.
What went wrong with the 2023 elections?
Well, according to our role is not to determine who wins the elections. Our role is to conduct the elections. So if person win election, congratulations. If person not win elections, better luck next time. So if somebody win election, you attribute them to we, or a lost election, you attribute them to we, it sounds unfair to the ECSL. For we, what is important, 7 o'clock, 11,832 stations, therefore open. 5 o'clock, the stations then for lock. Yes, if there are problems, logistical problems, we take responsibility. We are in centers not open to time, stations not open to time. These are all logistical issues. We take responsibility. But coming to the issue of perception, whether somebody, the reason being, for 4 cycles, we don't conduct elections. We are in opposition, they win, come na power, ruling party, they lost, go na opposition. But at no time, everybody don't say una do good work. When person win, just like football.
The one the way they point finger say the elections were not credible or not. Now ECSL, waiting una don't fair not say go wrong na the 2023 elections, if any, from una lens.
Well, administrative and logistical. For example, during we post elections review, especially for Western region, we realize a good number of centers not open 7 o'clock. I mean, those were things we have been glaring, everybody see them.
Those are just normal issues them we can happen at any elections. Center no open quick, maybe they not get the material on time. Not a major problem than the way if for BC na the number one thing with ECSL for publicly accept say be wrong with 2023 election, where there are other issues where be happen with 2023 elections, where observer then come out and called plain local and domestic observers them. We highlight all of the issues there, and even the tripartite conversation them be there around the issues there. And earlier you say una not countenance and because the main opposition they contest this election not been gonna court. So if they're not gonna court, una not countenance say nothing wrong, especially issues of transparency were questionable from the 2023 elections, Albert?
Those issues are perceptive. Now, waiting person think and waiting person feel.
So it not happen.
No, what we are saying.
Now, when you say perception, now waiting the person, just like how you define it. When mean say, now waiting, for example, Khadija think na aid, not to think we realistic, it not happen.
Now, waiting the person think.
So it not happen at 2023 elections.
I can't determine that. The reason being, if the issue been going to court, then the courts for don't determine that. But as long as it was never determined, anything we person say, I'm not saying whatever the person they say, a wrong or a correct, but now the person in perception.
Una na the ECSL. Waiting una think about that election day, na that's be asked.
Now the issue is where will they think, not so because you win or you lost.
It's not about winning.
Well, the issue
Now the processes we una use for conduct, especially when come the result transmission and announcement. Now they the bone of contention day. Where una sit down internally after all the reports them from the EOM missions, we una don't get, we una do self-assessment. Una go tell the people of Sierra Leone say, una conduct 2023 elections like how una conduct 2012, 2018.
Now the same law we don't use for conduct all elections.
We are not talking about law, Albert.
We
talk about the processes and procedures.
Now the issue is
because even if now the law, at some point, una carry the law back for do amendments, but we are not talking about the law here. Then we look at simple elections processes and procedures how una don't use for conduct elections.
Okay, maybe we go to simple elections processes. Where polling stations opened. Yes, that is a process. The voters vote. Yes, that is a process.
Absolutely, nobody not contest
5
that.
o'clock, stations then close. That is a process.
No
then
observer not contest that.
Then can't vote. That is a process. They announce votes. That is a process.
Transmitting the votes. Now they the vote of the
Now,
vote, the bone of contention. They how
the law.
una transmit the vote
Let's
and
go to
how
the law.
una announce the results.
Let's go to the law. Waiting the law say elections results are counted at polling station level and they are announced at polling station level. Any other thing will happen, whether you transmit them from station to center, to tally center, to regional, these are all collating. But the most important thing, in 2023, all 11,833 polling stations, they all count and then display the results. Now, they even like institutions like IRN, they go and they announce the results. That is the most important area. So the issue is how somebody feel. Now the issue of perception, they come inside. In the first place, did ECSL commit a crime? Well, I mean, legally commit a crime as in flouting election rules. That is the issue. If the issue will not flout any electoral rule, then any other thing we person say, I mean, it's perceptive.
Again, the 2023 elections, Albert, for ECSL, was it a transparent and credible election?
Was it a transparent and credible
for
election?
ECSL?
The only institution we would tell you say it is transparent and credible, it is the court. That is when you test them, you go to the court.
Yes. Okay.
No, the issue is, it is not whether party W wins or party Y loses, not to inner the transparency. When we talk about elections process, now how we conduct the elections, how many people participate,
and that's
the
how they
level of
ask you, based on all of that,
yes,
it was.
Yes. Okay. For example, you can get 2 people, the election transparent, you go say no, you ask for that person, it's transparent, you go say yes. So it is my word against your word. And we cannot go on to say, this person say it's transparent, then they say not transparent. You ask post we win, you go say it's transparent for them. Post we lost, you go say not transparent. And it is not only in 2023, 2018, even 2012, 2007, where person lost is after us. Not just like school picking, where you fail exam, say teacher fail me. But where pass, you say I passed the exam. So that issue of perceptive translation, say this person win, this person not win. For us, now the elections we conduct.
Continue for the to Albert. Now bring in Reverend James Lahai, will be then at the center of all the elections there. So will they make reference to, and even the tripartite committee then go way back for look at waiting be don't go wrong. For Albert, ECSL believes say then conduct perfect elections 2023 because nobody no contest the elections, na a court of law.
Well, elections in the first place is about the people. And so if sections of the people feel dissatisfied, na contestation. And ECSL can accredit a set of people for follow them processes by observation and come out with waiting na them findings. And then findings then they like from National Election Watch, the European Union, the Carter Center, all point to the fact, see, no problem in there with polling and counting na polling stations. Not a problem them we go hamper the election outcome like that. But when it comes to the results management, now the problem dey. Albert they say the most important thing na counting and announcing in the polling station. I disagree with that, Andy. The polling stations them separated, they are isolated issues. Now when you they bring all the polling stations together, now that's important. Because I am critical. What's happen? Now all the polling stations now reflect when they put all things together. Now that's not the concern. And that process of putting all them polling station results together. Now people then for watch and see the figure they will be in at the polling station A. That one wouldn't they put now that same figure we then the input. Then that said you able for verify. For say yes, what's happening at police station A? Now in the input for the verification here. And Albert also states say now that the law say then count na police station and the law continue for every explain what's for happening after closing and counting at the police station. The law they will indicate how we get for manage the results moving forward. And the law explains say the collation for start first from the district level. At the district level, all the polling stations in the district they're supposed to collate them. And then they take them to the regional. And then to the national. So but in this case, now regional it may go straight. Even though they say at that regional level, they do the district collation. But the process of collation not being observable. They allow observers into the polling station. But when they enter the figures, they now project the figures where they enter. So no way no day where you they able no say that figure where they enter, now the figure where you get on that polling station result where you get. There was no way to observe that. And what's interesting, we raise them and bring them to the attention of the Electoral Commission. But they disregard that day. And as long as you don't create secrecy around any aspect of the electoral process, you don't give room for suspicion. And especially when at the end of the day, the sampling which has always been accurate, they match with what the ECSL they get. What we do, they at big variance with what ECSL come with, beyond we margin of error. So that even heightens the suspicion. One, you know able make we see the figure the way you say you enter when are from the polling stations. And then when you don't put all together when you don't make it way outside within our margin of error of we own projection.
Reverend, not today the inside elections business na Salone and the sub-region, but the kind elections where ECSL, Albert Dena, conduct 2023, if it don't ever happen before na Salone? In terms of the process they use for conduct the elections?
No, they project. In fact, the by-election, they already project. I wonder why it came out to the general elections, then they say the law is enough for project. So when we go against the law them during the by-elections, in the by-elections, you pull the station results now you hand. So where the Electoral Commission pull in own, where then they enter, where then they announce them and then they projector, you they watch. Now the paper for see, if na 20 you get per you, na 20 then they don't enter. Because any figure where they enter in the laptop, where na they then they collect the thing, it's also the register. So that's how there is no way you can begin contest because they give you an opportunity for verify waiting that they collate. But that was absent.
But the issues there where they raise so Reverend say na shortcomings during the 2023 elections will be affect the overall results where ECSL be announced. But for ECSL, they believe say for the fact that nobody not gonna court, nobody not contest the results, then do a perfect job and then conduct a credible elections. Now stakeholders, everybody actively they talk about correcting the wrongs moving forward to 2028. But if ECSL not acknowledge say something be wrong during 2023, you feel say this conversation and consultation will not actively there on now, it go yield the intended purpose?
Now yonder, now the big problem. Because ECSL, they refuse for accept what's na the reality. If like how you self the talk and how Albert they confirm, say they did the perfect job, why are we having all these things post-election? Why the president they use in office for free hardcore criminals?
How that connects for pardon somebody way now offender of the law? How it connects to 2023 elections, Reverend?
Because as part of the agreement between the APC and government, now that they're supposed for free all who that way they arrest and we connected to the electoral process. We be seeing that outcome of the election. They do protest, they do this. And so you self don't see how the connection there between freeing those people. And I have to let you know, say, some of those people who they don't free so, they were involved in the killing of policemen and civilians and arson. All in the name of trying to make sure that we come back together. And that's where I have great respect for the president. That they have strong leadership for the purpose of keeping the country together. You say, okay, we will free them. Now just like how Tijan Kababi go take that decision, now Lomi, for say, just so that the guns will be silent and we have the country in one piece, we go share. We go share power. We don't want to cause the problem per we. So it has to take a very strong leader for way on the scale for go with the law strictly or for look at exigencies. What will make less stability there. You get me? But all this, what's responsible because of a faulty election.
Because at that time they want ask you say, who side the ECSL miss and because they not acknowledge say problems been deal with the elections because nobody no go courts according to them. But then they accept recommendations where they can for fix problems of an election where they not see problem pa. Who side they miss them as ECSL?
Maybe whether they say nobody no go court, a single individual writes the ECSL requesting for the aggregated polling station results. They not give. You go na how they call this commission for information, free information, access to information. The commission writes ECSL. ECSL not produce. So this person go to the Supreme Court. So when they say nobody not protest this, that's not correct. And let me say this, 2007, 2012, 2018, contestations they be there about the elections, just like 2023. But all observer missions, we talk say the election is free. It represents the will of the people. That's not the case with 2023. So is it that in 2023, all the organizations where we don't observe election, plenty side in the world, including the organization where don't observe all the elections in this country from 2002, they just decide say this election you let connive, let discredit the Electoral Commission. Is that possible? Let me tell you, Khadija, even the process, we don't go there because we don't want to destroy the process. But Western area was not a story to talk about. Now, I had the material that they come out. They go to Falaba. How can Falaba open their results with their materials and Freetown is not having their materials? Some police stations not open Freetown till 8 p.m. That's deliberate. That's deliberate. And the same thing happened during the voter registration. You know, say the voter registration is very important. Now, then you rig election by making sure that the stronghold of your opponent, you not register there. Now that day, Mugabe be do na Zimbabwe. But Khadija, if for Sabina, they accumulate you plenty observer mission there. So, a lot of people were disenfranchised, especially first-time voters, because of artificial problems that were created in the Western area. Maybe then at the South. Anything we observed at the South, we know they work correct. And they call the commissioner for the South. And when I call her, they action now and put her straight. I go side where police station be supposed for day. I go there, nothing like police station. I call her. I tell her. By the next car, the car meets police station registration center day.
And for you, the inaccuracies here, na deliberate act from the ECSL.
They looked like. Otherwise, the Electoral Commission for don't acknowledge by now that actually it went wrong. But when they still adamant, when every professional is saying it was wrong, they are still adamant that it was not wrong. It's a big problem. But the only encouraging thing, we possibly will not go feel say 2028 will be a bad situation. Now we don't begin see Albert Masakwe, they don't begin come back in our studio. You know? And one recommendation we they direct to the ECSL or LEC, now recommendation 5, where they say let the professional wing of the commission manage operations and let the commission not interfere. Now that issue of commission interference into operations.
So 2023 professionalism not been done at the ECSL?
At all. No, what are the talk?
The one that will be the manage or conduct, Reverend. The one that will be there at the hem of affairs. Now ECSL for 2023 elections. They're not to be professionals.
I want to let you understand what they say, so that the public does not misunderstand. In the ECSL, you get two categories of people. You get the professionals. These are the experts in election, we are the staff. And then you get the one them where now by appointments then they go there. They don't need for sabi anything but election. Now appointments. then your role supposed to be oversight. But what would they say in 2023? They were supposed to provide oversight. Now they involved in operations. So who that will oversight you now? Where you don't go outside the people they're supposed to, who that will oversight you? So every way they do the wrong thing, you know that person will tell you say this way they do it wrong. Because that's not your role. Where the one that with and the staff, where they operations, now you go tell them say no, what the way you are going is not correct. So that's not be the structural damage for 2023 electoral process.
All right. Well, they come to you back, Reverend. That will bring Albert from the ECSL. We know say some of them things here we Reverend they talk from a personal perspective, not new, because
not personal, now institutional perspective, because everything was documented, not okay. Personal.
Then things that way Reverend they talk from the perspective of new, they're not new to now, because new don't be partner for a very long time. Although the married be look sour 2023 elections. For Reverend, he believes say a lot of wrong things then be happen and it be deliberate from una own part as a commission we conduct the elections. And now if we talk about the roadmap to 2028, the willingness for Leona correct some of the wrong things there where Reverend highlight say happen and we affect 2023 elections. It day from the ECSL now?
Yes, but make I just put certain things into proper perspective. Where Reverend say it is deliberate or it seems to be deliberate. No, Reverend, elections operations will get what to call electoral realities. Things can happen, but where issues don't happen, that's the reason why I only comment on the operations of elections. And then you look at the general political and governance issues where they talk about, because it's outside of my purview. For example, as I mentioned, the polling stations open on time. Indeed, we realize that some polling stations not be open on time. But what is important, we be allow them polling stations for continue. Yes, even after 5 o'clock. And then a polling station till 2 o'clock in the morning. That simply tell you if it not be open 7 o'clock in the morning till 2 o'clock in the afternoon, we give the voters the opportunity till 12 midnight till 1, 2 in the morning. Then I will just tell you, say, yes, polling station for open 7 o'clock, but if you're not open for logistical reasons, we take responsibility. We give people the opportunity for me them still vote. That is what an elections management body will do. But the aspect of, hey, now this happened, this, that, I am not into that realm. So basically, coming back, as I say, we can only test always EDC if we get, and then at the law. The law say where you feel aggrieved about elections. The thing is, and then the law say elections also is part, the court is part of elections. If you go through nomination, you are aggrieved. Petition, the petition is situation, you go to the court, then you justice. But if you don't do it, whatever you say out, I will not be able to tell you say whether you're correct or not. Now just a perception. Now when you go to the court, make the court say yes or no. Then we will take them from there. So anything where somebody they say, I will not be able to argue with that because I will easily just say, fine. The thing is, make we not go to that level. For the ECSL, we accept say logistical issues. Like, of course, third world country, logistical issues, problems here and there and this. But now how will they manage for fix them issues that are important?
Logistical issues and the way they talk about. Wherever going be they talk, it make mention one aspect of on our work there in 2023 where it describe as secrecy being there, the side way on be they transmit all the results and where be they come in. On not be allowed the observers them for like the scene at the board like how it usually don't they happen.
Make we go to 2023 elections, 2018 elections, 2012 elections, 2007 elections. Ask Reverend. Wait till you make reference to by-election. It was just by-election. But all the general elections, we not ever project as you see.
They project all the time.
No, I'm not saying, if Reverend say by-election, when they talk about general elections, 2023
elections now be the talk, but because you be the describe say centers been open, then be the tally people and be the CIRN they take from but when it come to that part now, Usai una been really in that situation room. That's the way all the collation and they happen, come out from different districts, come inside that hub. Una not give access to them.
No, when you say access, the only access maybe is the same. What you say can go inside the computer. Because everything is done within the computer. The most important access now polling station. Because now polling station, where then counts, then he writes that the RRF, the party agent, it is sign the RRF. That is the most important. Now make us say.
They will not display.
In fact, we post them back now. Each station we post the result. That is the most important.
So that the hub also all of them result and they be the card at the end of the day. Was it accessible to the observers?
Observers were there, unless on time observer now can make input the data. But if we don't go, the issue is make everyone answer in 2023, as in 2018, as in 2012, because the law now we follow. Now it make reference to by-election. By-election is a separate ball game.
But na election.
No, now make us say the processes 2023, 2018, 2012, 2007, when are the major and general elections. Wait till they talk so, it not me happen. So we only followed the law. It's as simple as that. We go only say moving forward. You know, the thing is, when we get laws, where they explain things here clearly. Me, I want to make it a law now, moving forward.
Before we move forward, Reverend, you be make mention of that secrecy where you say been day na certain points at the 2023 elections. According to Albert, secrecy not been there. The only thing when they not allow the observer them for doing for enter the data they will be they can inside the computer, but una been get access.
Anyway, defending the wrong, no matter how intelligent you be, is difficult. Because this is something, it's plain. Everybody did it. We have always observed a voter tally. It tell me saying at the police station, the party agents, then they sign. Correct. And why they sign? Now for a farm for say, this country then comes now this police station. Now it results this. So now witness in the witness the and then they get a copy. Good. And so that copy, now if they give a authority them for go with now the collation center. And the reason is when they do the collation now, when they say police station A, the party agents they look for a police station A where they sign. Then they listen now, where then they call the number there and project. For see, when they say 20, he say check you if not 20. 30, check you if not 30. Then done. They say yes. The figure the way they on that list where put at that police station. Now they don't call where they don't enter into the computer. Police station B, now the same. Police station C, now the same. Albert know what they talk.
Interestingly,
Albert know what they talk. We have never, from what we observe, 2017 to the one that we never talk say they make secrecy per tally. So why will they say now they make secrecy? In fact, the way they design the tally center, this strip, you see say it be deliberate say they want to do something fishy. Then totally separate who side the entries that they take place from who side the observer that they chin up. So you go to that other, but you don't know what they happy. And we raise it to them, not to say we kept quiet. We raise it to them that we are not seeing what is happening. We don't know the figures we are entering. So talk to the people in tally centers. They did not.
You know, make some clarifications. Do we everyone put them so? Not to so the procedures they. Would they put in A, they go inside 1C. That's not how the procedure is. If you look at the tally system procedures, we call them double blind entry system. You know, that make us say it's fine though you put them so you summarize them for me to look as simple as it is. But not also it. The procedure is double-blind entry system, wherein one result.
Blind.
No. Well, not look at from that perspective. When we say double-blind entry system, one result, two different people then.
So this double blind entry system, not just 2023 when I introduced.
No, we used it in 2018.
Reverend.
We used it in 2012. It's the same procedure.
That in 2018.
Khadija, 2007, 2012, 2018, observers may they see the figure when the Electoral Commission the inputs into the computer. They may they see. And when objections they may they raise the objections and then they discuss them and they correct them. No, it's not happening. It's not happening. And Albert know that best practice demands complete transparency in their processes.
They use 2018 where una been the see, way different from 2023 where una not see.
2023, where they open that envelope, then they call the figures. So we know saying that this figure now the input. 2018, 2012, 2007. Okay. That's not how it happened. And I don't know if you observe Liberia. Fine. You see how they're doing, eh? In fact, because they want for let the will of the people prevail, they not even tell party agents, they say, una foka una sleep. When they open that envelope, that tamper envelope, then pull the results, then we get photocopier, then the photocopier, they give everybody, not only party agents, even including observers, so that what you get, now you get, and then you get the data input I see though, then you get the projector. As then they call the election people the magistrates. As they call the figure whether they enter, where they reflect, all man they check now you figure. You see the good thing about that? Liberia they get problem with education somehow, especially in the rural area there. They go don't enter all the figure they correct, where they put total wrong. So now all they see say no, all the figure they correct, but the total wrong. So they agree. They put the correct figure. Then withdraw all the other one they would be don't give. Then destroy them. That one would all correct. Then photocopy them back. Then give everybody.
Right.
That is what election should be. Nigeria, we get problem by election pass all other side. Now big body they so where they display. Police station after police station, they all calculate them together. Eh? I observe election which South Africa country this? Mozambique. Now the same way. Egypt of all places. Now the same way. Of course, Ghana. Then they don't accept them boku waiting self from the police station, constituency level. If we go now straight, you see.
All right, let's come back to Albert.
So now Salon I get double blind entry. We observer enough for see.
No, the issue is when they trivialize and twist it, now it don't look like double blind entry. You know the procedure waiting and call double blind entry, which I will explain. Take me time. All waiting when they talk so, you know they now with procedures. Fine if it did it for 2028. That's fine. Even if they say, for example, they talk say in Liberia, then they give Salon, now the polling station, now they don't give you election results. Party agents, you don't get them na polling station, not to even not to photocopy self. The original, you copy, you get them from polling station. So each democracy or country gets in your own procedure how they do them. That's fine. Waiting at they say is when we say double blind entry system, it simply means say for make the system is so watertight that because you get so many people they work na the tally center, one result, two different sets of people they enter. Meaning if the same results, party W gets 5, party Y gets 2. That same person where you don't know that they enter, instead they go enter 5 and 2. Now the double blind entry. So that if you want work for person, where you get 5, you get 8. With that person we put 5 and 2, unatune meet up. Now the double blind entry system. Not when they say blind, lock your eye. No, that's not the point. Double blind entry system simply means any result will they enter at the tally center. Now 2 different people will not sabi themselves. Now then they enter the result, so that if there is any discrepancy, whether rogue or not, the system they pick up says somebody has not done a good job. Then the commission now, they bring them out now. That's the time party agents then when they cannot and watch and rectify, say this is the issue. That's
From this double blind entry self, even Reverend just talk about from the get-go of the elections, for long are able to forget the voter register, and they first want to begin for do all of the issues them we lead to then confusion there for 2023.
You know, the issue is elections. There is never a perfect elections, as long as you get to do with logistics and logistical things. You go one do registration, issues go happen, data will get problem, this and that, center go open. But what is important is the will of the people. It always prevail. 2023, we conduct elections. Would have some sector of society go bash at ECSL. The same 2018, the same 2012, the same 2007. So the issue is for make you get that's the reason why I say it is your word against my word. That is the reason why it didn't have the law say if you feel aggrieved, go to the court. The court now in the order. For example, most of them things are way institutions they say, una do this, una do that. You're already impugning on the independence of the Electoral Commission. And they do me work. No, do and so. Then I'm no longer independent. Most times when the commission say, no, wait, will they do them by how the law did? If you disagree, go to the court. But if I say do this, in the process where they do them, make them so, I do them. Already, I'm no longer independent because now what you they tell me for do, now they do.
So they take by highlighting some of these wrongs where observer them, civil society them being detected happen 2023. That in any way they take away on independence.
When you say wrongs, this is maybe not.
So then they call them
Perception. Now so then they
so
call
not just me a perception.
Other person will say not so wrong. If he say not wrong, other person will say not so wrong. So this is the issue. That's the reason why if there is any wrong, when you go to the courts now go say, what you do so be wrong, reverse them.
So who don't be the expect for go courts? Now the political party will feel aggrieved, the ECS new or the citizens.
Anybody, as long as you qualified as a citizen, new, they're all are citizens. Political parties, they're all are citizens. As long as you register on that election day, you participate, even if you don't participate, but as long as you're a registered voter at that election day, you can go to court say, interpret this, make we know what this mean. This is how we run elections.
So Albert, the question now is, if up till now, 2 years down the line, where 2023 elections don't happen, and the aftermath, a lot of things don't happen, chaos within the country, where most fingers be the point at ECSL say, now una cause all of them things there. If una still they describe some of the issues there where people in the highlight say go wrong with 2023 election as mere opinion, how una go able for implement some of the recommendation them where they inside the tripartite committee where say for go way back and try for get proper electoral laws them leading to 2028 elections.
Well, the good thing is maybe we need to step this discussion away from 2023, looking at 2028.
But now 2023 puts we are. No, so we can't just go to 2028 and leave 2023.
No, the reason why
because
we are saying
all of these electoral reforms recommendations come up because of waiting up in 2023.
Now, moving forward, make it in the law now say where you conduct election. When they say post and so, a person tell you the electoral commissioner for Duam. If for they in the law, the issue is when we have these things, most times when people say do this, when you know Duam, you say you know I'm for Duam. But in the first place, you get the right for tell me for do it for do as electoral commissioner. Now the law, the electoral commissioner, they use the law. So let us look at the laws. Let us review the laws. If the law say, would they do disaggregated data, make them at the law. If the law say, oh, go to Tally Center, photocopy the results back, give the party agents them, make it in at the law.
Push or call for amendment of the laws.
A review of the law. The tripartite, majority of waiting at the tripartite, they talk about review of the laws. And I make we not say, even he knows 2018, after the EOM recommendations, we self as ECSL, we push for so many recommendations for make the work of the Electoral Commission easy and simple. But the law is the law. We cannot change the law, because if you change the law, it go outside.
But when una be want for do PR, una go back for let it amend the Public Elections Act.
Now Parliament.
Yeah, una go back to Parliament.
Now Parliament.
Yeah.
That's the reason why all of them recommendations. The first thing where I say, ECSL, we are not averse to the recommendations. We hope that all of these recommendations then go through fine. We say for conduct elections, we would use the law and not somebody in perception.
The ECSL, all the perception them where people get about 2023, now because of the law.
The interpretation of the law. For example, you go to section 92, the issue of what you call summary of data or disaggregated data.
So now that's what they ask for una. All the perception we don't come for 2023 from whatever fraction it come out. Now the law.
It starts from the law, because even the procedures where we did draw, now from the law it come out. So the law na inky. ECSL they conduct elections using the legal framework. Now the legal framework would they use. If the legal framework maybe not up to standards, that is the essence of review of our electoral laws. That is the essence of it.
New go support ECSL say now the laws we establish them and within they work with be make waiting happen 2023 happen, and then they call for review of the law for prevent some of them things there for future elections.
That's what the tripartite recommendations,
yeah,
where we agree.
They agree with that side of the tripartite.
Not correct. Albert, they say 2007 people they cry foul. 2012 people they cry foul. 2018 people they cry foul. 2023 people they cry foul. So not the same. It's not. He's talking about the law. In the Constitution, it is stated that elections shall be observed. And the reason why they put on day, now because they want an independent opinion on that election. Quite apart from who that conducts the election, quite apart from who that then contest the election, there should be an independent opinion. And because they know say there's no perfect election, and because they know say there can be logistical challenges and other challenges, the independent observers, when at the Electoral Commission they accredit them, they look at all that and then go say, even though this be, but it not affect what the outcome be. It not affect what the outcome. We go acknowledge that say in the process there were hiccups, but then hiccups them not undermine the outcome for say it not reflect the will of the people. That's not the case with the 2023. All observer the day will come when the election will come, and then observer them will talk no more new talk all mark up. Look new ba. Look this. The election, we observe it was free and fair. We don't begin to see the observer there. So, they don't take very important positions in political parties right now. So, then they send audio them. They grumble, now they do the work. Now other people they enjoy. Monkey work, then the monkey will work. Now babu then they eat. So, you see that these people were created to just come and create confusion. You ask them now, where would I report them? There will be no report. Every election will be observed, will they give Electoral Commission will report. And inside that report, will they tell them how we observe the process? And will they tell them what thing we find out, where we observe? And will also, they put recommendations. What thing they're supposed to do, we go make the next election better. Will they give them that data? We don't give them 2007. We give them 2012. We give them 2018. We give them 2023. And then you see the problem where you get the wrong people for manage national processes. Now the fact that the conscience get problem.
What do you mean when you say we get the wrong people for manage national
process? What I mean by that is in 2018, after the elections, you see say the Electoral Commission and other election stakeholders and democratic institutions, they come together and say, let we look at what all observers say about this election and waiting at the recommendations. And they catalog that and document them. And they move the process further. They say, okay, we don't agree, say, out of all the recommendations they make, this number of recommendations, nothing they will go take on board. And then they come back together as stakeholders and say, all the recommendations they are, we don't accept so. Let we categorize them. Who's one way they deal in a league or something? Who's one way in administration? Who's one way they deal with finances? They put them into 6 different categories. And then look at the election stakeholders and see who are they more by their work, they're able to manage this. Are you seeing that happening now?
But these 2023 elections, 2018 elections, where they make mention of, when you, for example, UNASEF not agree with the outcome of 2023 elections, we don't hear a recent clip of the acting Chief Electoral Commissioner Edmond Abudon say, 2028 where people feel say for bad off, for nothing for happen, for be the same elections of 2023, 2028, and 2012, sorry, according to Ram. You worried about this statement from the acting Electoral Commissioner and ECSL?
No, we don't worry about that because what it does say, IEB 2007, 2012, 2018, 2023. We all know say IEB pardon 3 previous them, not on the same IEB 2023. So if you don't put all together, you go just take and say, let us accept our lekai the talk up. But now 3 will be good. 1 day will bad. So the good them maybe go overshadow the bad. But what's important now, like we Albert will say, let's begin to focus moving to 2028. And what entire at Teuna Force I say, the fact that I don't see the likes of Albert Masako, they don't begin Kana studio, I am a bit encouraged. It is like the dynamics they change. Moving away from the yes ma, yes sir, to those who would sit and say, but don't you think it will happen this way if we do this way? Why can't we try this way? So, I mean, that alone is encouraging. Because you they use the right people for do the right job. So that's one encouraging thing for me. And I they continue for Watchback, for other staff them, the involvement in the electoral.
So sidelined in 2023. But you're looking
wait
outside.
For me, 2018.
So
wait for me, 2018 and 2023. Who's one you will see Albert Park, the Philip Cabos, the this, the that. Tell me about. You will see them about 2023.
Albert, what's go wrong 2023? According to Reverend, you were not that active as you used for the 2012, for example.
I know I set fire there anyway. That's not happening. That's not happening.
Staff like the ECSL. Me are still staff, and I'll continue to be staff until I decide not for be staff. I just want to do some clarification. When they use the law, fine. You see, the law give them there shall be observers, but the law not say observers shall announce results. The law not say that. That means.
And we have never announced results.
No, you contest. We contest the result. You already get no results.
We have never announced results.
No, wait till they say
So what you do wrong?
The law say na ECSL they announce results. If anybody gets any other thing, you go to the court. But when you say no, now this is not correct. Then you already don't announce your results. That is not the in law.
No. That make clarification.
No, then wait. Then the issue is when you observe. Now to the commission you come and give reports. It is not the law. Now the commission you can give reports.
From 2018, 2012,
No wait.
and all of that. Waiting and do different about that projection.
No wait. No make as if, like for example, when reports in go na parliament, you the table and force na parliament, then later you give the waiting self. Now so then the law say we don't know, you go give the commission. Nobody you know say me you no go na public.
So what them do?
Well,
Then put them first to the public before they give na.
Now the whole results na come on.
Not to the usual projection where they can give.
No, wait they say. He said the new get the right for observed elections. The question now is in law, new get the right for announce their own result because you can only announce a result.
No.
Everyone say they don't announce result.
No, but they contest. That means there is already a result.
But this is not normal thing they can do and pull them projection.
No,
They give ECSL, give the public.
Make we
So that
use
that's
the
them
courts.
see.
Make me my own argument is make we they use new don't become already a court. New say the result not credible 2023. Legally they not get the locus for say the result not credible. Now only the court then they say the result not credible. So if you still stick say the result not, my word, your word. Some man will say, I win election, it is credible for me. Some man will say, I not win election, it is not credible. So that go back and forth. Now only the court will say, based upon what we don't see, these results are credible or not credible. But outside of that, any other organization will say the result not credible, that means you are a parallel electoral management body. Now that's you not get that mandate. Now make we say when you didn't get all of this, therefore simply don't take everything, then go na court say court do you based on what you don't see. You have made the court. But if you say the result not credible, other person will say back the result is credible. That is only my own point. Say make we they use the laws. Perception, how I feel and this that it's fine, but it taps on side. Now only when you use the legal framework, now in they tell you say the legal framework. Now for don't tell we say they go over all of this, the law, the court for don't say. They annul everything now go back. But everything what they say now, already they talk, not just political expediency now, because parties then come together more, adjust everything. Moving forward, now make I don't stress say, if some of them recommendations here, then reviews here, if we change with procedures, with laws, for make them say we conduct election now, so we conduct election, other possible contest you and this that, fine, as long as it's in law. But the commission merely they conduct elections using the legal framework. And with regard that independence we get, say, you know, tell we waiting for you. If you want, go to the courts, then the courts can direct the commission, waiting the commission for you. Now, only that are they say.
So Albert, going...
Please, let Albert tell the public why make they accredit people there for observe elections.
We accredit observers for observe the election. When they observe the election, the law is you report back to us and tell us our findings.
I don't want to let you misinform. No, wait, Albert. I don't want to let you misinform the public. No, wait. Don't scare me with the law. When I don't they hide behind all this time for do the wrong things. Before anybody they observe elections, the Electoral Commission they give waiting a code of conduct. A whole list of what is expected of the observers and what they're not supposed to do.
Including for revoke your observation. Including for revoke your observation. The Electoral Commission get the power for say, okay, you don't observe again.
Please. A whole list of what is expected of the observers. And so, now within that framework, we they work.
Including for challenge the commission.
But why you not go be here? Why you can they talk? Not to say that tree they talk, but they listen. Now maturity that day. And I expect you to be mature. When would they observe? Now that code of conduct where they give, now would they look at? And so, even when we say we not for announce results, yes, we not announce results, but we can do what we call parallel vote tabulation, when we say, would they take a representative sample of all the polling stations where we will reflect what's in the national outcome. Then they not for result purpose of more. Now from that day, would they know whether all police stations open or not? Now they would they see problems when they happen, what would they call them and tell them say problem there for the whole of the day, whether they deploy their staff or we will go and solve them problem there. And at the end of the day, then results them from them police stations, now we they take for projects, waiting will be the likely outcome. And we get the confidence level of 96% and a margin of error of plus or minus 3. So that anything will fall outside NCND, something fishy, don't happen. You get me? And that's what happened in 2023. The issue is, we know they announce, now data we deal with. And then say, if they don't talk earlier, say, when they do the result at the police station, then they put some, paste some for the public, which means this thing is for the public. It's for the public.
They say you go beyond the mandate.
No.
2023.
We were within our mandate. We did a projection from the data what we collect. You know, say IRN, they self can they go around, them till they pop paste, now in they take, then they announce. They are not announcing, now maybe they can say provisional results. Because now the Electoral Commission now he gets the mandate for announce the final results. But when you final result not match with provisional there, we go raise concern. Now we do, now we don't do ever since.
I will only say you for be mature enough for going to court.
Not to say we don't go to court.
2 years down the line, we are still back and forth.
Not to say
when they talk, just let's maintain the maturity level. You for be simply just be mature enough. If they see waiting Electoral Commission they do, okay, more go to court. But if you don't go to court, that's not maturity. And in elections, maturity simply means follow the law. When you go to court, you present your case, then you for being proudly say, because we find out say something fishy, we don't go to court don't overturn you, then that's the level of maturity. But when we don't do, we walk. You still in a corner say it is not credible. No, I mean, no, when me say they talk, allow me when me say, basically what they say, if anything where I say the thing fine, you say enough fine, but you didn't get the opportunity for going to court. But if you, as long as you not go to court, give me the benefit of the doubt. Now so law say, as long as you not go to court, give me the benefit of the doubt. So let's move forward so that we see how we can
move forward. No late to not late to rest it.
Well, let's go to
the fundamental problems.
As a commission, waiting una don't do now in terms of implementing some of the recommendation them, where they inside its tripartite report, we talk about the entire ECSL.
But could we don't do? Thank you. It seems like now we don't start the program. Based on the recommendations, now so we they follow. As I tell you, the issue of this consultation policy, where I don't make mention of a not update, the issue of a lot of regulations. The commission they review all in regulations. Them some of these things you know see them now, but as we come close to the elections, then based on the consultation policy, they will therefore engage with stakeholders for saying now this would only review. For example, election results management. The regulations in that regard, the issue of logistics and all of them, things and the all learning they would work on them. Very soon, we will call stakeholders them, political parties by next week for me to begin the outline. Some of them reviews then but the bulk of them reviews then no they within we mandate. You get the Office of the Attorney General. You also get this PSRU, where a lot of even the internal review of the Electoral Commission, where the implementation fall outside. We said get real role and bits where we they play, but a good number of them reforms them, they go on, and we're not averse to them. We appreciate them. Like one day we're even good for ECSL. The issue of it can interest you for notice ECSL are one of the least paid state institutions. I mean, their staff. It didn't have some of their recommendations. They say if we go up, Minister said go gladly for that. So now for just tell you no more how we appreciate some of the reviews them.
Reforms and the way they go on now, the new debate don't spark like I be asked Reverend now where the acting chief electoral commissioner Edmond Abu don't say.
Edmond Alpha.
Edmond Alpha, sorry, don't say 2028, not get for different from 2023, 2018, and 2012.
Well, you know, most times people take things out of context. Waiting the commissioner means simply is just as we conduct elections in 2007, pausing there for win, pausing there for loss. Same for 2012, same for 2018, 2023. Come 2028, it is just going to be a day where peaceful Sierra Leoneans go come, we conduct elections, people vote and go out. It's the same as elections. We are going to use laws. We're only now that's it means say it's like because a lot of people would wait 2018 come, 2028 come, more see no. It simply means say we are going to conduct elections just like how an electoral management body they conduct elections. Where now morning everybody go come on a do. People go do about them business. Other get for vote, we count elections, pausing there for win, pausing there for loss. That basically now that's it they say. There's not going to be like anything there for happen extraordinary. It's just the processes for elections.
Biggest lesson where ECSL learn from 2023, where we now work on for 2028.
There are so many.
The biggest of them.
The biggest lessons we learn is we look at the reviews here, and all of the reviews here they go towards the legal framework. So our biggest lessons for make people not misunderstand some of the laws of Sierra Leone. We hope that biggest lessons learned when then reviews are going to parliament. If they can review the law them to everybody in satisfaction, then we're going to learn something good. So that when we conduct elections come 2028, using the law, my person can grumble, say not also the law say. So our biggest lessons learned is from all of the recommendations here, make we implement them by passing the appropriate laws. But when we implement them, law, then we implement them stricto sensu. Person can't tell we see not also the law say because now the law we use, now that lessons we get for land.
It's Albert. A lot of messages on come inside. Before we count to Ona for wrap up, let me just read messages where the viewers themselves don't send. So the one that we get question, you Una go likely respond to them. And as we start with the message from the Facebook page, the very first one I go look at Macmillan Timothy Carter say 2023 exposed ECSL's failures. No transparency, no trust. If reforms don't start now, 2028 will be another disaster. ECSL must publish a clear roadmap, adopt technology early, and prove its independence from politics. Sierra Leone deserves credible elections, not repeated mistakes.
And they read from YouTube. David M. Tolley, they say Mr. Albert keeps referring people to court, which is fine. Please tell us how many electoral cases the court has found the ECSL guilty of and what are the punishments.
Ben Kwame, they say, please ask Albert, why is the 2023 election results not made public even after ECSL were taken to court to prove the results?
Lanzo on YouTube, they say Albert and ECSL have been communicating with the same deceptive tone. You all know exactly what was done with those manipulated results against the will of the people. Fear God, Kama Israel.
Harry Williams say how the APC for go court where ECSL not publish the results. Which proof ECSL been one let APC take to court?
All right, more messages we go read. Kemo Kamara, they say Reverend on a projection where una do na new 2023 who that really win the election or una say the results for go runoff who that win the first round of the election.
We look at more messages. This one from Mystic Nadwazak. He say, I'm watching live in Freetown. Just that public confidence is missing. Members of the public don't have trust in the electoral system in Sierra Leone. They should ensure they make their actions visible and transparent.
Abdullah Jallo, they say, yes, New announced their own results by calling for a second round because none of the two candidates got 51%. So why is the rep from New denying it?
Mohammed Chernoba say, Reverend, not by perception or waiting you think say right, but waiting with vague laws then say, na in then they go by. Let's agree the laws are our problems.
This one, they say ECSL should realize that one mistake from them will affect us for 5 years. now as a country, you guys are contributing factors.
Alex Bando Mara say these guys don't mean well for this country. They are just fooling us because of their own profits. God will surely expose them.
All right, more messages we don't come na the program this morning. This one, they say Reverend want to turn ECSL to a cinema theater. 2028 Salon Go Suite.
Lolo Gasparini say, please ask Reverend them projection where them been do whether to win the 2023 elections or waiting the new results say.
This one from Cecil Taylor Freeman. Deja and Mabel kindly ask Albert if the courts that he's stressing answered lawyer Sori Sembemara when he went to ask for the disaggregated data results. Thank you very much.
Nathaniel Walker say, please ask Albert what is the meaning of consultation, because it seems as a lawyer, it's all right, and we go replace that message there.
All right, I will take last one for now. This one is Mr. Albert. One of the most important institutions in the country is ECSL. I will say the destiny of our country lies on ECSL, so it is very important to accept and listen to concerns raised by citizens.
Sheikh Usano say, he said the result is questionable. Why didn't the opposition parties take their case to the Supreme Court of Sierra Leone?
All right, from their messages, then they quickly would they come back to studio guest and for respond. I think Albert get a chunk of the messages, so quickly would they come to Reverend, then end up with Albert.
Thank you very much, Mabel. Uda win the first rounds by projection. Nobody know win. If Posse win, they not play for good second round. But in that first round, the two highest votes come up from the SLPP and the APC. The SLPP votes by projection will be higher than the APC votes. Nobody know win. Somebody they say new they deny inside the studio here, but the projection the way they make. Some man it can they listen, but they hear it differently. Because me, I don't remember at any point in this studio I deny say with projection they will be make not correct. We stand by them because we follow standard procedure. It's scientific. It don't ever fail. We do in 2007. We do in 2012. We do in 2018. In fact, 2018 be far critical than 2023 because the margin be so narrow between the two people, and the country was almost going to fall apart until we come with projection. Now it bring back stability. Now only 2023 people they say we process faulty. Why you not be ever faulty? So that policy I not deny you I still stand by that projection and we defend them. Apart from we own projection, what we do, we look at ECSL, the results where they announce, the presidential and the parliamentary, what's in there announce. We compare and do an analysis of her. My sister, the team is just blatant. A lot of things not able to match. Where you are, imagine when the person they go to the polling station, then they give the ballot for the parliamentary, they give the ballot for the president, they give the ballot for the council. So the one person they get all four ballots, for the mayor or chairman and their council, parliamentarian, and then president. So how now when the outcome comes, you see vast differences between the one as against the other. So apart from we projection, we being professionals in the business of election, we try for also analyze the results with SSF announce. So we still stand by that. I know they try for make ECSL film like na cinema or pass if they want make themselves cinema. What do we know? ECSL now a very critical institution where by their work, the country will be stabilized, it will be peaceful, and by their work, the country will be destabilized, and it will even go into conflict. So now that make we as National Election Watch the reason why we observe not to for spoil the process. Now for make sure say we provide support for them. Now make we observe, we dey tell them we findings and tell them what we feel say they go able to do for take care of the flaws they will see. No process, no day we will not observe, we will not go to them and discuss with them waiting that we findings. We do am even for the voter registration for the 2023 elections. If we not be doing that 10 days, sometimes I under the team for scatter self-us. And then when the results, when we don't get projection, we call the chairman of the Electoral Commission. Say we want for discuss with them with projection so that they go able to use them for verify their own process. It's how for go beat them. Na beat that international, they the office them be there. We they go there, they say the man don't left. But this man will say, look, the director of operations tell we say the man is tired all that day, you know the rest now he make. Now I call the man. Now the man say all that days you don't see his family, so you don't go for seeing family. So okay, and then we tell her, we say okay, well this is important. Now we projection we want for discuss with you because that's what we always do. Now I say okay, well let's left her for tomorrow morning. We say okay, fine. So we wait tomorrow morning, we call her. Now I say okay, well what's the thing? All the other commissioner they then a road and they come. I want let them all the day. Anytime we call, it they give reason why we not for meet up and discuss with projection. Any call we call, it they give reason why we not for meet and discuss the projection. Now what meet we say that they go for announce the results. So we self call press conference and we come out with projection. And when we come out with projection, this is all that we supposed for to announce in 30 minutes. I think they'll go back to the drawing board. And it take over 5 hours before they come out now. Then if you say they don't work within the hall. But I mean you can't micromanage anything a day. You see, election only happen in vacuum.
All right, Reverend, thank you. They come to you now, Albert. But quick one, somebody say, ask Albert why the U.S. banned all ECSL commissioners not for go U.S. immediately after 2023 elections.
Well, I don't know with regards to that because I don't want to see any document for say there is a ban on ECSL commissioners. Ban on ECSL commissioners. I don't see that report date. There may be a ban, but specificity, see, now ECSL commissioners, I don't see that, so I may not want to comment on that. Then, before I continue, I want just for the clarify certain things. So, Reverend, they give a lie, it made it look like a story. For example, I've been calling something, I think, say, me, I they talk with facts and figures. But from what the Reverend don't see, then let's have them call press conference, they announce their own results. That simply means
announce with projection. I mean, well,
the projection is a result.
Not paint.
The projection is
not
a result.
Paint, but
anyway, make a just make reference to the key issues we come are issues of courts, consultation, and credibility. Most of the texters we come on the issue of court. Reference to the courts now part of the electoral process. Make people not think say where you go courts now because I they send people in for going to court because I don't know. It is part of the electoral process. It is part of the electoral process, whether it is the electoral offences court or the electoral petitions court. It is part of the electoral process. So when I make reference, that means even if the process it don't reach some point, it can continue good. It is a legal process. Then on the issue of consultation, that's the reason why a consultation policy will soon come out. Basically, now how would they engage with stakeholders then? The consultation is how would they engage, we come with own points, we get feedback from UNA, at the end of the day we'll get a common understanding. But within the law, because most times, even when consultation they take place, enough will go outside of the law. Even if I consult with you, you want to make a bend the law. If I say I need bend the law, that don't mean so will not consult. Then the issue of credibility. credibility.
Don't bend the law. Then the people say it's not bend now.
No,
then you bend now. When you talk with one side, if you talk the other side.
Now the court. So you see what I'm come back to the issue of the court. If we bend the law, not so you they tell me say the law don't bend. Now the court, now they tell me say, hey, when I don't bend the law. Individuals not get the locus for tell we say the law don't bend. Now the court now get for tell we. Now the issue of credibility would always strive towards that. For make we get transparency, credibility. But person in perception, your word against my word. Hey, you know, right, no, he right. Hey, come 2028. Somebody will still tell we say ECSL not credible. Come 2033 or there and then somebody will tell me just like how 2007, not so everybody get for glad about it. Come 2012, not so like for say this is just part of what we call electoral reality.
So that's where the independent opinion is necessary. You are the one who contest at all. But they get the master sabi, but election. And then they observe the election. Now did they come in?
Oh, you mean the independent contest?
The issue of even you going to court, we might not go. It not mean say we not get right for one, but that would not make we become a player. So we don't. So what will they do? We they get all evidence. Anybody will decide for go court, it can use with data in court as evidence, and we always they tell political parties that this will process what will they do now for ensure say they establish fairness. In 2012, we will get a whole bulk of data where we for not support Marabio in go on now court we go, but they not treat with system serious. In Kenya, with sister organizations where they e-log now the data. Now they go court where you see they be nullified the presidential election. So since the law provides say that for observe elections, election data from observers can stand in court for anything. But none of them had ever come to us for say we don't go court, we want this one data for go back up.
Allow Albert for just
yeah, no, me, I don't know.
I will simply end by saying we are partners. The last cycle done.
It's for 2028.
Well, when partners they meet, we they review partnerships.
Una don't begin for meet with new.
When partners meet, we they review partnerships.
They not begin.
The issue is
we they
get so many partners
because we work heavily rely on them. We don't want to separate. They not even know say where would not they relate na disadvantage to them. Political party them don't trust them. The time when you they play along with them, you are a friend. The moment when you bend, it happened in 2007.
A lot of assertion.
It happened in 2007. Now I tell you, Christian Atop. He asks we out. We move. When he and then political party they go, the political party they will come to the interest. Then they come together for that the interest. When you see the group, now that time they say this PPLC way business all day, or that time they come.
We get different forms of stakeholders. The most important one are the voters. After the voters, we go to the political parties.
So now they to the voters then now.
The voters, that's the reason why you get the responsibility for come talk to the citizen. Then we meet with the political parties, the players, the observers, they come in. We all get for work together. But this issue of contesting, the only way you could contest, you could have been matured enough for going to the courts for contest. But they outside, now arguments and now company will keep no more. We are keep now company will keep company and that for make talks with and that. So moving forward, it's always better if you have a partner, meet with the partner, make the partner understand. Say this is what. But if you say no, would they go your way? This that. If you are contesting the authority, then legally. Then now you want on the election management body.
So new day now the position also now don't begin forget partners meeting consultation just like what you say they do now with the citizen them for ensure say una work on all the recommendation there so that 2028 could be very peaceful. Everybody go satisfied with what una they pull out.
Other believes in a partner, if they come to the commission, if you say you're not anti. We not get anti. Now partners we get. When we get with partnership forum.
Now partners then.
If new is a partner, they would come.
Are they one of your partners?
The last cycle, which I'm aware, we signed MOU. The last cycle, we are starting the fresh cycle. So if you are a partner, come to the ECSL.
So una they do now some internal review them. We still side the commissioner don't go, don't take leave of the president. He don't go, una don't get acting now internally. How una they try for do some of restructuring, because that's a part of the recommendation them, Albert.
Oh yes. That's why this report where the PSRU don't come up with a lot of recommendations. They go on, but there is the office way responsible for that. Where Dr. Gaima the head. We they give the support, because even where that team in come, we give them full support at HQ level, at district level. We even the issue of restructuring will come from 15 departments to 10 departments, looking at so many other things, the issues of training, capacity development. But it is left with the office where Dr. Gaima the head, where they implement that. But as a commission, we are there to give them the support to ensure that if it is good for Sierra Leone, then restructuring there, so based upon modern trends and all of this, as long as it falls within the legal framework, we are ready to give the support.
Honestly, about any regrets from ECSL based on all the chaos issues them we come out of the SAFUL election owner conduct?
The regret is when partners wait for come we engage.
Why you just they put on partners?
No, sincerely, since 2023, some of our partners, now they don't make this flame still they on.
Like new.
Some of our partners.
Like new.
Some of our partners, because even when we didn't have can talk about moving forward for 2028, we still go back and bog ourselves down into 2023. This not be happen. So one regret is if we get partners with sit down together, make it not be public discussion. Make it be in-house, we sit down and discuss. We come to an understanding. You understand me, I understand you. You know me role, you self know your role. But if you dey out, then you want to be a partner, that is a regret.
Okay, so una doors then still open?
Our doors are always open.
Ready for extending the olive branch as partner?
I want Fole Albert go be honest to his conscience. We not dey take them here personal because we are professionals. We know say 2023 we don't done. We don't try every way for let the Electoral Commission know say they are a state institution and at the state then they serve. We invite them for all the processes, then deny all. In fact, there was one where we personally invited Albert and we invited the commission. He accept for go, but later on we not see him, we not see the commission. We have written over 3 letters requesting for let we get a meeting with them. Let us sit down discuss this thing. Because when we and them, they apart, the one that we don't want for see good elections, they get. So that are the reason, because we have the same objective. We want for see say at the end of the day, the outcome of the elections reflects the will of the people. So we will not say 2023 is done and dusted. So let's come back together. We have made every effort. They have turned down. They have turned down everything.
You want to say something regarding the indictment? Say, you don't make efforts for reach out to now documented proof. Then they for say they don't make efforts, but on another show.
As a partner, I know they out in the public for discuss this matter. But as a partner, as a matured partner, you know waiting for do we will go sit down as partners for more settle this matter.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you, Albert. Thank you, Reverend. We will carry this morning for can discuss some of the reforms the way they happen now in ECSL based on the tripartite recommendation from time to time. We're going to bring Albert. Good for have you back. Now the media space, a pleasure as always. We now go. Now go end this edition. Now go end this edition of the Breakfast Show. Many thanks to the technical team who supports the production team for bringing this edition come to you. Mina Khadija Bangura, they say have a blessed weekend.
All right, till we meet again. Mabel Kabade say get a good weekend and goodbye.